Today on Twitter, Rogue Cop tweets out at Jacob Israel 71. What say you? Weird, huh? Hello, my friends. Jacob is here once again. Thank you so much for pressing that play button. Forgive me for not getting all dolled up. I just got back home, little dinner with the Dan, and I haven't done my hair or anything else. But I gotta tell you something. I had to tell you about this. This is crazy news. So I hope you're buckled up. So I get this tweet, right? Just minding my own business, trying to eat some Outback Steakhouse. I'm not paid by the place. You can go there if you want or not. That's like a big night out for us. And I check my phone and I see this tweet from Rogue Cop, and he tells me about this mythological stone in Japan. It's split in two. But why this is interesting is because this stone is a very, very, very well-known stone. It's like one of those places, you go, like in Ireland, you'd go and you'd kiss the Blarney Stone. That stone, it's mythological. This stone, very mythological. Problem is you don't want to be kissing this stone because you'd end up dead. That's right, it's called the Killing Stone. In Japanese, it's called the Seisho Seki Hoya! I don't think that's the way you pronounce it. I don't know how to speak Japanese except for this. Tobacco Sudama Ideska! That's right, because I went to Japan. I did a musical over there when I was like 19. I think that means, can I smoke in here? I was a smoker. It's not a good thing. It's not a proud thing. Not a proud thing. I didn't have the best role models in my life, so I hope you're not. I don't smoke now, though, okay? But that's all I know from the Japan, from that trip there. I thought that it was I thought probably should have came home with something a little better. Ohayou gozaimasu. I remember that, too. That's good. But this is nuts, okay? Especially with the timing of things. This is nuts. And I don't think Rogue Cop, I don't think you knew how crazy this is. Okay, let me break this down, okay? It's called the Killing Stone, the Seisho Seki Stone. And basically the mythological backstory to this thing is that it was this really beautiful, beautiful woman who was going to kill an emperor. And the name of it, hang on, I wrote it down. I took notes. Can you tell I had like a glass of wine? I had two glasses. I'm just being, this could be, it's not a great thing to be drinking. You shouldn't be drinking, but I had two. I just want to be honest. Got to be upfront and apparent with things, Just 18 ounces, 9-ounce glasses. They said, do you want the 6? I'm like, are you kidding me? Come on, I haven't been out back in hell. Give me the 9. I'm feeling crazy. Just got my taxes done. Yeah, I needed it. As per the news report, it's the spirit. There's a spirit of Tamano no Me. Turns out it's a demon. Okay, they think it's a demon. Tamano no Me. It means jewel maiden. Okay, her beauty surpassed mere physical appearance, her sharp intelligence, and expansive knowledge of seemingly every subject stunned the members of the Imperial. So supposedly, she was the most beautiful, she was the smartest, she was the best. Sounds like anybody we know in creation who was like the best, the most beautiful, the most honored, the best. Okay. Then was going to kill supposedly the story was going to kill the emperor. Not a good thing. Turns out to be a demon that's trapped in this stone for 1,000 years because you tried killing everybody. That was the thing. You tried doing some bad stuff to the emperor. And guess the name. Guess the name. This is what's nuts. The name of this spirit? Nine-tailed fox. So basically, just recently, this stone, this killing stone that supposedly trapped the spirit of the nine-tailed fox. Which I know a little something about. After 1,000 years, it cracked open. And now everybody in Japan's freaking out, and they think that this nine-tailed fox, this demon, has been loosed after 1,000 years of being held captive. And what's interesting about this is that I right off the bat, I say, oh my goodness, I got to talk to everybody about Revelation 20. About Revelation 20, about another evil spirit that was trapped for 1,000 years that would be loosed around this time. As the world has it. But before all of that, this blows my mind because I never really thought about this nine-tailed fox thing except for the fact that Ethan has mentioned it to me in the past. Very strange. Very strange. He watches this show. And I know that they're like demons in it and everything else. We had a big talk. I'm going to get him in here. I'm going to get him in here because I think the nine-tailed fox is in this. And when I was doing the research of the show, I walked in his room and I started asking him all these questions. And it's like the legend of the nine-tailed fox is there too. So, Ethan! I'm gonna come here! Come here, I'm doing a show! Remember what we were talking about? Come in here. Come here, say hi to everybody. I'm actually taping it. This is Ethan, everybody. If you don't know, he used to come on a channel. Now he's got his own cool channel. So he's a little busy. So, I came in here. Here, you come over here. Stand right here. This is good. You know, you can look at me if you want. You don't need to look at them unless you want to wave. So, okay. Nine-tailed fox, okay? Mm-hmm. He watches this show Naruto, right? So much so that, what do you got? He draws, actually. He's got, probably got some sketches. Do you have any sketches of Naruto in there?
Yeah.
First of all, what is Naruto? For anybody.
Naruto, his full name is Naruto Uzumaki. And he has the nine-tailed fox inside of him. Sealed inside him. Okay,
so the lead character of this show,
yes,
is the nine. Here, I'll take this. Let me help you because you're on camera. Maybe you're a little nervous. Is called the nine-tailed fox. That's okay, right. So this is Ethan's drawing. This is what Naruto. Is this what Naruto looks like?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Naruto. I don't know if you have children. Maybe you watch this show. You probably, if you're like a very churchy person or religious person, you probably would say, oh, you shouldn't let your kids watch that. Have I talked to you about that?
Yes.
That there's dark stuff? All right, we do. But you know what? It's like in life, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? He likes this show. All of his friends do. This is another one. This is another
character.
Okay, so Ethan, he likes to draw. And where's the ones here? Grab some other ones. Anybody else that's on the show. So we can show people.
Like a main character?
Like a main character so just people can get an idea of... Sasuke. I don't know who Sasuke is. That's Sasuke.
Yeah, okay. The whole show kind of revolves around Naruto and Sasuke.
Okay, so Naruto and Sasuke, I guess they're maybe like boyfriend and girlfriend. But forget about that. So I come to Ethan, right? I come to your room. Yeah. He's on the phone with his friends. And I say, tell me about the nine-tailed fox, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about tell everybody about the nine-tailed fox. Who is the nine-tailed fox, and what does it represent in the show?
So the fox, it's nine-tailed fox, so it has 9 tails, and it's clearly a huge fox.
Okay.
So before Naruto was born, when he was literally the day he was born, the nine-tailed fox came and attacked Koan, the Leaf Village. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
Okay. He's definitely my son, right? Go on.
The nine-tailed fox was controlled by Obito.
Okay, so hang on a second. What is the nine-tailed fox? Is it like a demon? Is it a demon?
No, it was created to not be a demon.
It was created. Hang on a second. The nine-tailed fox in Naruto. See, some people are starting to feel that. And in the comment section, tell me if you're starting to feel it because you know where I'm going with this. That's why when I heard Nine-Tailed Fox and I was thinking, oh, it's interesting that Doctor Strange, the movie, guess what? You know the movie? A Marvel hero is being framed for Doctor Strange's murder. And it's the white fox based on the nine-tailed fox. all of this stuff. Very interesting. Okay, so you got this created not to be a demon, right? In the beginning, there's another character that people say was created not to be a demon and became a demon. Okay, in the Bible, that's what they say. But the truth is, Satan's always been a liar from the beginning. He was created that way. But right now, you're probably thinking that I'm confusing Ethan. I am. I'm confusing myself. We went to Outback and I had a little wine. Tonight. I had 2 glasses. I told everybody. It's not good to drink. Drink. All right. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing you. Okay, Nine-Tailed Fox. Started off beautiful. Go on.
So the Nine-Tailed Fox was created by Hagoromo.
Okay.
And he has all chakra in the world.
Chakra. So that would be like
life.
Okay,
kinda.
okay, like life.
And he created...
This is not a New Age channel. People are going to say chakra and they'll be like, oh, I already get called New Age. They already say, the chakras. I'm not into the chakras, but on the show, it's chakra. Excuse me. Chakra. All right, go on.
So he created other beasts, which we don't have to talk about. And he was created, named Kurama.
Okay, so what is the Nine-Tailed Fox ultimately? What is it? Is it coming again? Is it going to be released? Is it in prison?
It's not in prison. It's only in prisons when he was sealed in somebody.
He was sealed in somebody.
But Naruto lets him go, but he stays inside him because they became...
So he's possessed. You see how they work, these cartoons? So he's possessed by the spirit demon known as the Nine-Tailed Fox.
He's not possessed. They're working together.
Oh, they're working. It's just a collaborative effort.
Yes.
It's all good. Okay.
It is. Watch the series.
So my point is that the Nine-Tailed Fox is like a lead character in like one of the biggest, I guess one of the most, I don't know.
Popular animes ever.
Do a lot of your friends watch Naruto?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Well, I thank you for all this. They're probably in the comment section. What kind of a parent am I? Am I all right, Dad?
Yeah, you're a good dad.
All right, tell people how I'm a good dad, because
You're
people are going to be
dad.
they're just going to say you watch Naruto, and I did discuss this. We talked about this, right? We talked about this. I had to say, and you know what Danielle says? She goes, "There are no demons in it. You know what I'm talking about." And then we had a whole thing with Ethan. I was like, "Ethan, will you tell them that they're demons in this show?" And he's like, "Well," he tried so hard because he was worried I was going to say you can't watch the show.
It's technically not.
Well, technically, if it's a demon, it's a demon. You know what I mean? All right. So anyway, thank you so much. I love you so much. Mwah. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye. Check out my channel, EAM the Brave Gaming. And EAM the Brave, no spaces, space gaming. Watch my DZ video. It's a cute video, and if you like dogs, you'll like it.
All right. It's like 15 seconds. Too.
Check it out.
All right. Thank you, buddy. He's such a good boy. He's always drawing. He's always reading. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He watches Naruto. All right. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad father. I don't think I am. I watched the show with him. It's a pretty cool show. I watched the show with him. You know, I don't know. What are you going to do? You know, we do the best that we can. We do the best that we can with the world the way it is today. So anyway, as you can tell, Ethan's a pretty smart cat. He knows the ins and the outs of this thing. But I thought that it was strange because here I'm reading this story about the ancient Japanese killing stone that contains the evil spirit has been cracked open after 1,000 years, and the spirit has been loosed. Nine-Tailed Fox. It's on Naruto, Nine-Tailed Fox. It's a series on TV. Nine-Tailed Fox. All over the place. See, in mythology, you have all these characters. They have different names, and they're presented differently. This one was the most beautiful and had all the knowledge. Very interesting. The fox god was buried in hell's deep snow. It is said to once have been revered as the god of plenty, but is possessed by an evil after losing faith, and it corrupted this fox spirit to hell. And so now, after 1,000 years, it's set free. Now, why is this strange? Okay, so you got a couple of things. In Revelation 20, Revelation it's the revelation of Jesus Christ to John. It's the revelation of Christ to John. It's the understanding of Christ to John. So that story that's being played out, that everybody says is like a future event, which I say on the show, it's literally happening so that we can understand what's spiritually happening. There's going to come a time where that evil, wicked spirit was trapped for 1,000 years. And then it's loosed again. After 1,000 years, it's loosed for this final battle. So you think that the timing is a little strange? Maybe the Naruto stuff lost a couple of people and they clicked away and they missed all the good stuff here at the end. But I know you, all of you in the live, you haven't gone anywhere. You're still here. You understand that I went to Outback. So people all over Japan, this is like this tourist spot. They're saying they're worried because now this evil spirit is out in the world. I wrote about this in my book too, by the way. Symbolic. Evil spirit spreading its wings, humanity becoming its prisoner. I'll get to that. But before I do, let's talk about Revelation 20. Considering this spirit was trapped for 1,000 years and then set free, supposedly. I don't think it really has been set free. But the timing of it's strange. You know, not everybody follows the Judeo-Christian calendar. A lot of people, it would be the equivalent of like, if we had something called the gates of hell that have sealed Satan in for 1,000 years and all of a sudden the gates of hell were burst open. That would be the equivalent if that happened in the United States. So don't pass this off as this is not a big deal. This is a big deal spiritually speaking. I feel like, especially since I think things are going to get really crazy. Revelation 20, verse 7. When the 1,000 years, trapped for 1,000 years, were over, Satan will be released from his prison and will go out to deceive the nations in the four corners of the earth. Gog and Magog. Come on. The timing, right? With everything that's going on. You know, the bird called the crane. And if you knew it, you'd say, hey, I know you, crane, right? With that stuff going on, a lot of people saying Russia's Gog or the Magog, and this is the big war. But this is happening too. The same time. 1,000 years. Spirit's been set free. 1,000 years to go to the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather everybody together for what? The final battle. Gog and Magog, right? Happening right now. 1,000 years to gather them for battle. Everybody's talking about the big battle. I was on this show with Global Witness. We just did this big panel thing. Everybody was there. Mark Fogel was there. Can you believe that? Donut was there. Everybody was there. It was like everybody. And it was like we had like 175 guests on the show. And like a lot of people are watching it. You should check it out. It's on Global Witness's channel. And a couple of comments were like, dude, this is serious. Will you stop joking around, Jacob? I'm going, man, just because the world's a mess doesn't mean I gotta be like miserable about it. I mean, we got a choice in this, right? Like, is God real? God's real. All right, is God on our side? God's on our side. If God be for us, who can be against us? Nobody. So I'm not gonna be that stressed out. I saw this. I didn't get like, oh no. I'm already like, no. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord, because this makes sense. Of course, an evil spirit has just been unleashed. And of course, the battle after it's unleashed is Gog and Magog, and they're gathering for battle. And the number, they are like the sand of the seashore. They march across the breadth of the earth surrounding the camp of God's people. So they're coming for God's people, the city he loves, those that love, that are kind, that are peaceful. And the devil who deceived them. Look what happens. Because so the devil's coming for God's people. This is the good news. This is why I'm in a good mood. The devil comes for God's people, And the city he loves, where's the city? What's God's city? New Jerusalem. What's New Jerusalem? Where's the temple of God? We're the temple of God. The devil comes for God's people in God's city. That's us. The devil's going to come and mess with you in your head. How do you get it? You're watching Twitter. You're looking at Twitter or Instacart or, or whatever, fiddly foo. I don't know. What's the new app? Whatever it is. You're looking at it and and then the devil's going right in here and scaring you and freaking you out and getting you to hate this person and that person and everything else. Getting you to look at a title and then say you're this or that. Getting you to think you heard my son talking about Naruto, showing you beautiful art, and you're saying, oh, Jacob's new age. Jacob's lets his kid watch demon shows. Listen, I'm still torn up about it, but you train up a child in the way they should go. They should go. And Ethan's doing good. So are my other children, thank God. So this great battle happens. They surround the camp of God's people, the city he loves. But fire comes down from heaven and devours this army. And the devil who deceived us up here, where's Christ put to death? Place of the skull. And they're thinking the devil is a liar, the father of all lies, never had any truth in him. So if the devil's coming against you, what he's getting? Fake news, baby. So you're getting a lot of fake news. You're being lied to. And there's torment in it, and you're being scared. The devil comes for God's people in God's city. But fire's going to come down and destroys it. Truth of God is going to destroy those lies. And the devil who deceived them and was thrown into the lake of fire where the beast and the false prophet had been, to be tormented day and night. Beast, false prophet, the devil. Carnal nature of man, the lie about God and man, and the liar in man. All that. The false identity of man's not true. The false ideas about God, not true. The devil, not true. All three of these burned away by the truth. The glorious revealing of Christ. When Christ comes, the Antichrist is toast. The light of Christ is going to... Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth passed away. So this is a good thing. I'm glad that the killing stone smashed open. I'm glad that this, after 1,000 years, the battle's finally here. I don't want people to be hurt. But if it gets them to their knees, ultimately, because this isn't the end result. We have hope in Christ. We have hope for more. So important. I love each and every one of you. Do me a favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Share the channel around. Tell your friends. Get yourself a copy of The Calling. Look, I wrote about this. A wicked spirit spreads its wings. Man has become vicious, filled with lust and pride. He commits unspeakable acts against others as well as himself. This is why I'm here. I was told to pick up my cross as the one before me. By my death, people will hear the words of my book. By my blood, they'll finally understand the mystery of our existence. The book of Thomas James, my book, which they burn before me, is not a work of fiction, as some may say. It's a fiery truth, cast into the sea of deception mankind calls life. I speak not of revolution in the world, but of a revolutionized thinking. This is my calling, my purpose, and my tears are for those who will call me traitor. Isn't that a word we hear a lot? Interesting. Considering I entered this into evidence 9/11/2022. This is the day we're in. This is an exciting time. It may be the wine. It may be. I don't know. I'm not endorsing drinking. I'm 50. If I want to have 2 glasses of wine, my wife drives me home because it's a little too much. I'm going to do it. All right? Especially after I finish my taxes. Thank you for those on Patreon and for PayPal and for those who buy the merch and everybody that helps me on this channel. My goodness gracious, I thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for all of you. And I pray that you just ask for the truth. Will you really? If you just give yourself to God, you're going to be okay. It's the best thing you can do. Best thing you can do is constantly try to be better. Try to love more. It's so important. Because we're going to win. This is it. This is it. Devil's going to come across. The devil's going to come against God's people, against God's city. Fire's going to come down and burn them up. Don't listen to the fake news. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Jacob Israel. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and share this channel around. If these shows have helped you, help Jacob to reach more any way you can, and have the best day ever.
Click it.